Wolf reached into his pocket and pulled out a jar full of red liquid.
This is enough blood to get you through the week.
What's in the jar?
It's strawberry jelly.
The Cobalt Vixen lied.
Maybe it's blood.
Falco thought, hoping Krystal wouldn't read his mind with his telepathy.
I'm not lying.
Krystal lied.
Krystal is acting strange. She's wearing a hoodie on a sunny day. She keeps lying to us. She vomited shortly before we left for a mission, and she pulled the hoodie over her face when the sun got brighter. She doesn't have a heartbeat. That pretty much confirms that something is wrong.
Falco gasped as the pieces of the puzzle came together.
Krystal's a vampire.
Meanwhile, at the Star Wolf HQ.
Leave that bird to me. I'll feed on that snitch before he can sell out Krystal to that Helsing bastard.
Chapter 5, Falco versus Leon. Note, this chapter contains insane levels of badass. As a fair warning, you might need to take a break from reading every so often in order to take in how badass this chapter is.
There's no way that's not satire, right? Like, that's gotta be satire.
Yeah. Those who want to read now, get ready. When morning came, Falco decided to take Kat on a date. When she arrived, Kat didn't know it. He decided. When she arrived to the Great Fox, Kat was dressed in a black cocktail dress. In the main room, Krystal was... Maybe she did know about the date.
They're going to brunch in a cocktail.
What is time on the Great Fox?
Hold on a second. Kat is a cat who is nocturnal, so it's morning. I mean, it's evening for her.
All right.
Quit making excuses.
In the main room, Krystal was sitting on the couch, wearing her blood-stained hoodie.
Just what the shit? Goddamn thing.
What does Kat sound like?
Oh. Is that any way to greet a girl?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Excuse me.
Kat gently asked the hooded vixen.
Where's Falco at?
It's close. It's close.
He's in his room.
The Cobalt Vixen answered.
Damn it.
Right, that was the drinking game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Red 37.
Walking towards her, Kat saw that Krystal was consuming a red liquid that was inside a glass jar. However, the vixen didn't look like she was enjoying what she was consuming.
What's that?
Kat asked, referring to the red liquid.
It's cherry jelly.
Krystal said.
You don't look like you like it.
The pink cat stated.
The jelly is rather bitter, so I admit it's not very good.
The Cobalt Vixen said.
Holy Christmas.
We barely scrolled, and we've got two.
I'm really drinking.
Falco walked in the room.
Hey, Kat, I see that you got here.
It's fortuitous. I decided I was taking you on a date, and you just showed up. It's perfect.
That's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. No. I probably should have rung the bell.
Kat blushed.
You're fine.
The avian smiled at his girlfriend.
Where's everyone else?
The pink cat asked.
Slippy's working on the communication. Preppy is... Whoa, it's scrolling on.
Slipping and Preppy?
Preppy?
Slippy is working on the communicators. Peppy is spending time with his daughter, and Fox is down on the Corneria.
Preppy is Peppy's daughter.
Krystal said. Oh, that was Krystal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Slippy's working on the communicators. Peppy is spending time with his daughter. And Fox is down on the Corneria.
Krystal,
The is
Krystal
not in
said-
this sentence, just for the record.
taking a break from consuming the red liquid.
Good. I'm glad she wasn't guzzling it while speaking.
Right.
She's like, wait, I got a really good ventriloquist trick.
We'll meet up with them later.
Falco said.
Shall we leave?
Cat asked.
Yes, we are free to do so.
Because this is America, damn it!
The avian stated as he walked to the elevator.
Okay. Good to know.
The pink cat said as she followed her boyfriend into the elevator. With them out of sight, Krystal was on her own.
Oh,
Glug,
God
glug,
fucking
glug,
damn
glug,
it.
glug.
Here it comes.
If I don't read the line, it'll never come. Maybe I should look at that sword Wolf gave me.
The Cobalt Vixen said, closing the jar full of blood. After eating lunch with Cat, Falco looked at his glass of wine. Wine didn't usually bother him.
What?
But this would have been giving him the eye, you son of a bitch. It was just the color.
Morning, isn't it?
Yeah. It was just the color of the wine Cat had chosen. Red.
Cabernet and waffles. Let's do it. What a pairing.
Please, that was my
Life
mom's
is
favorite
intense.
breakfast.
I'm in Portland, so I bet I could point to like 5 restaurants that specialize in that.
Like a sangria you could do. I don't know.
Yeah.
My mom used to feed me that on Sunday mornings to get me to be quiet. Anyway, what's the matter, hun?
Cat asked. I can't stop thinking about the jar of red stuff Krystal had with her.
When your girlfriend is in a fucking like black evening gown across from you, and you're like, oh, I just can't stop thinking about that jar of red liquid. Falco sighed.
It's full of jelly. She said so herself.
The pink cat smiled.
I don't think that the
jelly.
red stuff was jelly.
The avian ventured.
If it was jelly, it would be more solid.
What are you saying?
Cat asked.
I think that it might be blood.
Falco whispered.
I think
Are you
that it might
Yeah, are you sure?
She asked.
that or punch. Falco punch.
I've narrowed it down to 2 things. I don't know which is worse.
It could be the latter.
The pink cat said. Now look, nobody will be admitted during this scene once it's already started, okay? Because this chapter is so badass.
I was gonna say, can we take a break? There's a lot of badass I'm taking in here. Brunch with red wine?
Let's continue this conversation outside.
Falco said as he placed a few credits on the table.
Like in space?
No, they went down to Corneria, I think.
Agreed.
Cat said as they walked outside.
Although if I had a sound effect of airlock rupturing, I
Yeah.
would put it here.
From a rooftop, Leon was watching Falco and Cat leave a restaurant. The chameleon smiled, knowing that he had them both in his sights.
So like he's on
The
the
very
roof of a
restaurant
ship.
they'd been in Tycho's seconds earlier.
This is just too perfect.
Leon thought.
Maybe I'll feed on that kitty before I feed on the bird. I think that everything is better now that I'm a vampire.
Oh, I'm a vampire and I'm okay.
The
Spitfire
chameleon
asks if
began.
that is a euphemism. Yes.
Feeding on the bird. Yeah.
Feed on that kitty. The chameleon began to walk off the roof and into the building. I was thinking Hooded Vixen almost. Yeah. He was extra careful to wear a hooded jacket and gloves. as to not expose his body to sunlight. In addition, he wore a set of sunglasses to protect his eyes. He was honestly hoping that his fellow vampires would do the same thing. He's a real community-minded vampire.
I came up with this thing. I thought it was a really good idea. It would really make me happy if you guys adopted it.
Falco and Kat sat down on a bench, with Falco sighing in reluctance. He's reluctant to sit down.
It was the color of the bench, red.
He wanted to tell his girlfriend what was going on. He just didn't want to sell out Krystal's vampirism.
Sell out?
Yeah.
Your vampirism sold out, man.
It's like
So
Twilight,
commercial.
not like something cool like Dracula.
Used to be about sucking blood. Now you're about advertising.
Okay. What is that you want to talk about, Falco?
Cat asked.
I just wanted to know how you would react if you found out your friend was a vampire.
Falco said,
What do you mean?
Cat was quizzical.
Who's this friend you're talking about?
Everyone in this story is a moron.
Who am I? What's a cat?
I can't say their name,
The avian said,
but I can tell you that I missed the obvious signs before I placed it together. I'm not ashamed to admit that. It took me like 3 chapters. It was too many.
Goth hoodies, blood. It's all coming together, man.
Has this friend fed on anybody?
The cat asked.
I haven't seen anyone being drained yet.
He answered.
Did they have a beard? What are you even talking about?
Cat asked, starting to get impatient.
If I tell you their name, will you keep it a secret?
Falco asked.
Echo, I'm sorry, Krystal. Please don't drain me.
Please don't feed on the bird, as it were.
Are these all euphemisms? Is this whole thing a euphemism? Yikes.
Did I miss the sure and all of that?
No, sorry. Sure.
Kat gave her boyfriend a reassuring smile.
Krystal.
Falco said quietly enough so that no one would hear him.
There's nobody around, so that was quite enough.
That makes sense.
Kat whispered.
The poor vixen was wearing a hoodie and consuming blood.
It does take a long time to put the pieces together. You're right.
I'll remind you
Not only that.
At the beginning of this, the first author note, he was worried about getting it done in time for Halloween, starting at the beginning of October.
So it took him a month to write this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have cast some more.
Got so much world building to fit into it.
I love that wearing a hoodie is just a tell-all sign for being a vampire.
Oh my god, was everyone in my middle school a vampire?
Not only that,
The avian said,
but her stomach was rejecting food. Her heart wasn't beating, and she had no reflection.
What about her breath?
The cat asked.
I hear that vampires have terrible breath and huge butts.
I never pay attention to how someone's breath smells, so I don't know.
He said. Before the two could continue talking, Leon came up to them.
As a pheasant, my olfactory cavity is the size.
Whoa. What's with the clothes, Powalski?
Wait.
I think it's cat.
Oh, no, this is cat. Okay.
I was like, all right. Whoa, what's with the clothes, Kowalski?
Her
Cat,
voice is
Cat strugg-
Listen,
mutating
Cat's
every time.
having fun with it. Shut up.
Okay.
she's turning into Miranda from the Lizzie McGuire movie, I think. Cat struggled to keep herself from laughing at the sadistic chameleon.
Yeah, it's a sunny day.
Falco chuckled.
Looks like my drainage targets are easier to get to than I thought.
Leon sneered.
Drainage target. God damn it.
He's a vampire too? Figures.
See, that's what would have improved Dracula if he would have called his like Jonathan what's his name, Jonathan Harkwood or whatever, if he would have called him a
Harkness.
Harkness, a drainage target.
Well, I think drainage targets is from the Triple X version of Dracula.
Now, if this story doesn't have the chameleon grab somebody with his tongue and drain him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they blew
Falco thought to himself.
Indeed, I am a vampire.
Leon smirked at the couple, hinting that he used mind reading to hear Falco's thoughts.
See my head? His head? I'm tapping my head and then his head to indicate.
Falco, what do we do?
Cat whispered.
Wait a moment. I've got an idea.
The avian whispered.
Are you exchanging your last words?
Leon asked.
Wouldn't you rather scream?
You could tell that the author just like wrote that and was like, fuck yeah, this is so cool. My God.
Is this the intense badassery we were warned about in the...
Why didn't we put on
my.
Why didn't we put on our sunglasses and to protect our eyes?
Yeah.
It sounds like Leon is trying to warm the crowd up for the main act at a rock show. Wouldn't you rather scream?
I put my badassery poncho.
Let's bring out
Get it
Seether! Fuck yeah! Falco stood up and punched the chameleon in the face.
Brilliant plan.
Nice one, hun.
Cat said.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Falco said as they ran away.
Lousy bird.
Leon grumbled.
Do you know how suicidal and stupid you are to make me angry?
Should have just died peacefully instead of being suicidal.
Leon ran after Falco and Cat in hot pursuit. The two weren't far from him, so that gave him a slight advantage.
But he's a chameleon. It'd take him a week.
However,
Yeah.
Moves forward and goes back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Moves forward.
Okay.
Go
Sorry.
I
was
figured
doing
you would wait a while
chameleon
and then do it some
impression
more.
on camera for you as
Yeah,
well.
okay,
just
yeah.
Too many
Let my
fingers.
foolishness sink in, and
No, I was doing this.
Oh, okay, that's
I
good.
understand.
However, the couple then went into a dark alleyway.
Oh no.
Full of bats.
Do they really think that I can't see them in the dark?
The reptilian assassin said to himself,
I'm a fucking vampire, for crying out loud.
My eyes go in different directions.
I don't know. Is Leon upset at the narrator that said, however, the couple then went into a dark, like implying that it was a problem?
Some
Walking
Gollum
in-
stuff right here.
Walking into the
Arguing
Walking into the alleyway, Leon saw that Cat was the only one standing there.
I take it that cowardly bird left you to die?
The chameleon asked.
Actually, I'm letting you have me. Those are the words right there. Yep.
Yep.
I'm letting you have me.
That's
Okay, but say it now slower and a little breath here.
Michael, I'm not falling for this again.
Really?
Leon was in disbelief.
Well, what are you waiting for?
The pink cat asked.
Very well, then.
The sadistic chameleon said. Taking Cat into his arms, Leon was ready to drain the pink cat.
Why?
However,
Guys,
before
no, I need a break. I gotta go drain the pink cat.
Kevin, we can't say that on Twitch. We're gonna get banned.
it's the only adjective
God.
this writer knows is colors. However, before the chameleon could bite into her neck, he got punched off of her.
I hope that hurt, lizard boy.
Falco's voice rang out.
Can't believe he fell for it.
I mean, really. It's so
Where
bad.
was
Come
he?
on.
Where was he that the chameleon who can see in the dark didn't notice him? That's
Yeah.
my question.
Yeah,
Scrunch down
the chameleon
behind
that
cat.
whose eyes could go in any direction. Like,
Yeah,
should be able
yeah.
to see like
That too.
180 degrees.
Maybe the
Cat
hood
said-
gives him blind spots.
Let's take him on.
The avian had a cocky look on his face.
Why?
Because he's a cock.
Right.
No, he's a pheasant, damn it.
Yeah, but he's a male pheasant, which makes him.
Agreed.
The cat smiled. The moment Leon got up, he was greeted by another punch to the face and a sweep kick.
Falco, sweep kick.
Boom, boom.
Before he could be hit again, the chameleon rolled out of the way. Drawing his blaster, Starwolf's assassin opened fire. While he missed Cat, he managed to hit Falco in the shoulder.
Damn it!
The avian cried out in pain.
What's the matter, bird? Missing a shoulder?
Leon chuckled in triumph.
I can still fight, you bastard.
Falco said as he threw a punch at the chameleon. This is almost a drinking game in and of itself.
Falco.
Yeah, that's why you don't.
Strategy.
That's why you
The
don't
two-
mess with birds. They can punch so well.
Vietnamese pheasant actually defeated Sonny Liston. Just so
The two rivals engaged in another fistfight. However, Leon was winning due to Falco being injured. You'd think Leon would be a little injured after getting punched like 7 times. The chameleon giggled, knowing that his victory was near. Kat watched in horror, knowing that her boyfriend was going to die.
Hey, lizard lips,
She said, distracting Leon from killing Falco.
come after me.
Kat then walked out of the alleyway with Leon behind her. The moment Leon stuck his face out of the alleyway, he was met with a few burns from the sunlight.
What?
Man, you sure are gullible.
Falco laughed.
Be quiet, bird. Your death shall be granted now.
Leon shouted in pain, the sun's light burning his skin. The chameleon threw a couple of punches, but his avian nemesis dodged every attack that he threw at him. Grabbing his arm, Falco put Leon in a headlock.
You fool! I can feed on you by biting into your arm.
Leon said.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Falco smiled.
Let go of me.
The chameleon snarled. Cat entered the alleyway.
We'll let you go when you tell us why you are a vampire.
Very ontological demand.
I just feel like it makes everything better.
You're the one making this difficult.
That's not going to happen.
Spitfire said Leon Sphinx, which I think is a good...
R2D Data Law said that.
Oh, sorry. I was glancing super fast. I did not mean to miss...
quote from the chat to other people.
Shit. Now I got shamefaced and forgot which line we were on.
Not going to happen.
Oh,
That's not
Leon
funny.
said as he threw Falco off of him.
Damn, he's persistent.
Falco said, the pain in his shoulder getting worse.
What shoulder? Doesn't even have one.
Now then, it's time for a feeding.
The assassin laughed as he moved towards the couple, intent on seeking his teeth into them. It would appear that there was nothing else they could do. Until...
Have we tried punching?
I was waiting for it.
Feed on this, unholy demon of the night.
Leon found himself being doused with holy water. In response, the chameleon screamed as the water burned him. The harmful substance came from a bottle that belonged to a coyote. Oh, there we go. See?
Yeah.
You will not harm an innocent as long as there are slayers like me around,
Orlando said. Farah ran into the alleyway with an iron stake.
When should I stake him, Mr. Helsing?
when I tell you to, Farah.
Orlando nodded. Incensed, Leon did a somersault over the four who were attacking him.
A somersault.
Running away, the chameleon spoke into his communicator.
Wolf, I got attacked by that bird, that cat, and that Helsing bastard.
Leon said.
Don't worry.
Wolf's voice came from the communicator.
We'll get them later. Now come on, let's go get Krystal.
Orlando stepped towards Falco and Kat.
Are you two all right?
Why does this get a section break?
I was just going to ask that. I'm like, this is like meanwhile.
In the same scene.
Yes!
Kat said.
I take it that you're Orlando Helsing.
Falco asked.
That's the name. Don't wear it out.
The coyote
so cool.
smiled.
There's the badass right there.
Oh,
The badass wiener just broke a peg.
I'm going to say that to my teacher.
Do you think we could be vampire hunters like you?
The avian asked.
Sorry,
Orlando let out a sly chuckle.
but there isn't enough room for all of us in the vampire hunting business.
There seem to be plenty of vampires.
That would be possible in the 19th century, but now it's 2140.
Farah said.
And your point is?
Orlando asked.
Anyone who isn't a vampire can be a vampire hunter.
The Phoenix said to her boss.
I'm sure lost by this.
There isn't enough room for all of us in the vampire hunting business. That would be possible in the 19th. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
They were supposedly all over the place back then. So.
It's like their badassery is punching us in the face. And we are staggered, cannot figure out this logic.
I guess that we could let them do some slaying with us.
The coyote nodded.
Agreed!
Kat smiled.
You don't have a say in this.
But I can agree!
Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for?
Orlando said as he walked out of the alleyway.
Come on, guys.
Farah said.
What the fuck did I just do?
Falco quietly interrobanged.
Krystal's a vampire, and I'm going to have her get killed.
Don't worry. We can convince them to not hurt her.
Kat quietly said.
You're right. We just need to convince them to kill Wolf.
The avian said to his girlfriend.
Of course we do.
Kat said as she shared a kiss with the bird.
Now, come on. Let's not make them worry about us.
Yeah.
Falco smiled. Okay, they might be able to convince them to not kill Krystal, but how will Fox react to hearing that the vixen is now a vampire? Let me know when you leave a review. Also, Starwolf is heading to the Great Fox to kidnap Krystal, but can she fight them off? What do you think should happen? When you leave a review, tell me what you want to happen next. Until next time, guys, peace.
Please tell me. I don't know. I'm out of ideas.
Why did I do this? Just because I love the phrase Cobalt Vixen so much.
Yeah.
We just finished chapter 5 out of 24.
I'm actually.
God, this is our lives
You
now.
didn't tell me there were
actually-
24.
I'm really surprised that we only had like 3 Cobalt Vixens in the entire chapter, but I guess there wasn't that much Krystal.
She wasn't
Yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wasn't in the story for
Yeah,
most.
for being like in like
She was there. We got a cobalt.
she was
Vixen.
in like 12 lines, and we got 3, I think. So, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, join us next week for the captured vixen. I'm sure we'll get plenty in that chapter.
Yeah, we'll get plenty if you know. We'll swallow the bird if you know what I mean.
After the kitty, if you're lucky.
We'll drain the pink cat.
That's your new sign off. Eroding the plane, who's heard of it? Drain the pink cat, ladies and